Here we go, fight 3 at the Ultimate Fighter Season 31. Team McGregor, Aaron McKenzie. Team Chandler, Austin Hubbard. And both guys come in with a lot of accolades. You know, Hubbard was in the UFC. This fight's underway right now. And a big right elbow by Hubbard. He was in the UFC, went 3-4. Aaron McKenzie, the former LFA champion. So both guys very capable of fighting. This might be the best fight so far as competition level. And guess what? Aaron McKenzie looks pretty big. So Team McGregor has a shot here. And McGregor's on his feet. He's pumped. He's active. And he knows his team needs a win here. And it's not going to be easy. But look at this. Aaron McKenzie coming in, trying to shoot for the takedown. He's got the head on the hip. And building some control time against Hubbard up against the fence here. Ooh, and he picks up Hubbard and dumps him. And Hubbard gets right back up, though. Back up against the fence. Okay, so we're seeing a little power here from Aaron McKenzie. And I think McGregor's liking what he sees. Finally, his team's got a shot here in this fight. You know, and I want to root for Team McGregor, but the bottom line is he's got all the prospects, so. And this might be the best prospect. Yeah, and Austin Hubbard having a tough time dealing with the strength of Aaron McKenzie. He's got the arms wrapped around. He's looking to take the back now. Both guys on their feet. McKenzie's got the left leg tied up. And Hubbard's having a hard time dealing with it. I mean, McGregor's right there, man. He's right up against the fence. Coaching his butt off right now. And if Team McGregor loses this, I think you're going to see some fireworks. I mean, they need a win bad. Can't afford to go down 0-3 just out of respect. And that's what you're seeing from McGregor. He's coaching like it. Now look at this. McKenzie climbing up the back. Now he gets dumped by Hubbard, and now Hubbard's got the back. Okay, nice move here. Oh, boy. He's got the arms locked around the body of McKenzie. McKenzie's trying to break the grip. Yep, McGregor says turn into him. He did, and it worked. Good coaching there by McGregor. He gets out of it. Now we're standing. Oh, nice jab by McKenzie. And a good fight so far. I mean, we got some competition here. And the way things work here at the Ultimate Fighter, we're just in round 1. But if they go through 2 rounds and one guy's up 2-0 on 2 judges' scorecards, the fight's over. If it's 1-1 on 2, then we continue to the 3rd. So the 3rd round is not guaranteed. Now McKenzie drives Hubbard back up against the fence and lands a combination right and left and backs off. And he's got a nice jab, McKenzie. He's 11-2, Hubbard 15-6. Nice jab, a lot of pop. And may have the strength advantage over Hubbard right now. Now Hubbard utilizing the kicks. That's a good way to get back in it. You know, when you're dealing with a guy with some more power than you, use the kicks, keep him off balance. And a big right and left now. Nearly drops McKenzie. Oh, McKenzie's in a little bit of trouble here. He takes a knee. Woo! And now Hubbard's on top. Okay. Oh, Hubbard's got the full mount. Oh, boy. And McKenzie in a little bit of trouble here. And Hubbard's going to pound away and try to get underneath here with the rear. Oh, and McKenzie takes an elbow, and he's dealing with it right now. Hubbard's starting to take control of this fight. Man, if you're McKenzie, you just got to try to make it to the end of this round, but he's feeling it right now with Hubbard on top. Hubbard's completely taking control of this fight for Team Chandler. Now he's pounding away with the right. McKenzie doing a good job tying up the left, but it's that right hand that's landing. Oh, there's a tap. Hold on, McKenzie. Hold on. And you can start to see McGregor's face like he knows his team's in trouble here. And we made it through the first round for the first time in 3 fights. And we'll see if they can't get McKenzie cleared up and ready for round 2. But McGregor certainly looks concerned here. And what do you tell him? You know, I mean, what do you tell the guy? McKenzie looking good early on. I mean, first 3 minutes controlled the fight. And then it was Hubbard who ended up taking over and really nearly finishing McKenzie at the tap and at the bell. And as we wait round number 2, going back to last week, you know, first of all, you had Roosevelt Roberts win in week 1. You had Timur Valiev win in week 2. So I mean, and those are big names, especially for the Ultimate Fighter. I mean, these are guys that have been in the UFC. And now Team Chandler's got Austin Hubbard, who just took over the first round here. And probably, I mean, yeah, definitely did enough to get the round despite the slow start early in the round. I mean, even though it was just the last minute, he started landing strikes, getting the full mount, then trying to lock in the rear, then going back to the full mount. At one point, McKenzie pulled guard, but it didn't matter. Hubbard just continued to dominate from the top position, and that's where we stand right now. So I'm leaning towards Hubbard winning the first round. And we're in a commercial break right now, so it's just going back and forth between lightweights and bantamweights. McGregor, if you didn't know, has the prospects, meaning guys that are new, haven't been in the UFC yet. And Team Chandler in both bantamweight and lightweight has the veterans. And just by hearing those words, you know that there's a good chance that the veterans are going to be successful, right? They've been in the UFC, they got that experience, and they're more likely to be successful. So round 2 coming up here in a moment, and we'll see if Austin Hubbard can continue pulling away here in round 2, and then if it goes to round 2, which right now I'm leaning towards that not happening, but if it goes to the end of round 2, then they'll go to the judges' scorecards, and if one guy is up 2-0, fight's over. If not, then you proceed to a third round. And looking at the time, it's still possible that it could go to a third. I mean, there's no guarantee that this thing ends after 2. So we're in a commercial break, and we just saw a moment ago the coaches are in the corner. McGregor's pacing around like it just don't look good, you know. It does not look good for Team McGregor at this point in time. And we haven't seen much of Chandler here in terms of what he's doing. He just seems more calm than McGregor right now because things are flowing, things are going well. And it's not really a coaching thing here. I mean, these guys have minimal time to coach their guys, get them ready. I think if you give McGregor a month or 2, you might have these guys in a better position to have a chance. But when you're dealing with just a few days, a week or 2, you know, he can show them some things, but it's not going to be enough. Now we come back into action. Finally see Michael Chandler coaching Austin Hubbard. You got Aaron McKenzie breathing real deep. He's got 5 guys in the corner talking to him. So now McGregor's clapping his hands, but he don't have the same look as he did at the beginning of the fight. Definitely not. Now Dana White looks on. He's probably got to be thinking this is a bad idea. Veterans versus prospects, because Team McGregor keeps going. You're going to find McGregor out of the show halfway through. Now McKenzie lands a big right. We'll see if he can rebound. McKenzie opens up with a right. Man, they did a good job cleaning up Aaron McKenzie as he takes a right and a left. And Hubbard marching forward for the red team. Chandler lands a straight leg kick. Now McKenzie lands a right. You know, and to me, if you're McKenzie, this is what you want to do. You just got to avoid the big shot, but you got a chance on the feet. And it seems to me like he's one punch away a lot of times from finishing this thing. Now he lands a right. Hubbard backs him up with a right. Now a leg kick by McKenzie. Another leg kick. Compared to the first two fights, I mean, this is a great fight. No question about it. The other two didn't last very long at all. And this is why Team McGregor, if he can get a guy into the second round, it gives him some time to work with the guy, right? It gives him some more time to work with that fighter. And really, then we can see what the coaching's all about. Right now, if he can't get any guys to win, which would be hard to believe, he would go 0-8, but he really wouldn't get a chance to utilize his skills in terms of coaching and getting these guys ready. Aaron McKenzie's got Hubbard pinned up against the fence a lot like the first round. See if he can avoid the big mistake, and now he gives up his back. Now it's Hubbard on the back, and you got McKenzie trying to break the grip. Hubbard wraps a leg around, locks up the right leg. And McKenzie cannot break the grip, and he's getting ready to get taken down, and there he goes. And now Hubbard's on top again, and this is where he took over in this situation in round one. Right, he gets on top, he starts pounding away. Right now he's got the left arm free, and McKenzie's going to try to do everything he can to hold on to that arm, but it's not working. As Hubbard gets it free again. Hubbard's looking for the submission attempt. He can't get it. But to me, if he does this throughout this round, the fight's going to be over. And Hubbard sits back down and remains in top position. So you got McKenzie pulling guard, but it's not doing very much. I mean, Austin Hubbard's having his way right now. And a Kimura attempt. Ooh, and a big right by Hubbard. And McKenzie's forced to cover up. Now we got a submission attempt. Can't tell if he's under or not. It looks like he is under. Boy, McKenzie's got to do something here. Okay, he breaks the grip a little bit. He's on his way back up. Okay. And he lands a right. Hubbard loses the left leg, and now McKenzie had a chance to get free there and missed it. But when you're looking at both these guys, you got, Hubbard taking down McKenzie now, but you got McKenzie just looks like he's in the 10th round, and you got Hubbard look like the fight just started. So that's any indication how the fight's going, and I'm sure the judges see this. Austin Hubbard on top. Now he's pounding away with the right hand into the stomach of Aaron McKenzie. Now McKenzie wraps arms around the back trying to keep him down, but right now he needs to get back to his feet. At all costs, he has got to get back to his feet. Or Austin Hubbard's going to run away with this thing. Now you see Team Chandler in the corner there giving instructions, and they got to like this. A lot of control time being built up for Hubbard. And this is the difference. I mean, when we watch UFC fights too, we make predictions. You do have times where you get some newcomers come in that are really good and they beat a UFC fighter, but a lot of these veterans, I mean, Roosevelt Roberts was in the UFC for a while. Timur Valiev, a good fighter. Austin Hubbard, 7 fights in the UFC. I mean, I don't care that McKenzie was an LFA champion or he fought in other promotions and won some belts. It doesn't matter. You're going up against a UFC vet, and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to pick against you until you prove yourself. Because more times than not, the UFC vet is going to win. Yeah, and that's the end of the round. So, and McGregor's clapping, but I think he knows this thing is over. All right, so both guys in the corner. We're going to see if there'll be a third round or not. Yeah, and that's the end of the fight. So it's pretty clear Hubbard's going to win this thing. Here we go to a decision. Austin Hubbard. Wow, so 3-0 for Team Chandler. And the frustration for McGregor is going to mount very soon. So, we'll break this down in the coming days, but the bottom line is things are continuing the same way for Team Chandler. The veterans are dominating the prospects, and Team McGregor now has 3 guys in the semifinals. So, or Team Chandler, excuse me. So that's the way it goes, man. But at least we got a full fight. When I say full fight, I mean 2 rounds. But it goes the way of Austin Hubbard and Team Chandler here at the Ultimate Fighter, season 31.